Up next, we have the Louisville Cardinals. Finished 2024 at 9-4 after going 10-4 last year under Jeff Brohm in his second season. At 9-4, they did not finish ranked this year, but they had a couple of really good highlights this season, particularly the huge upset win over Clemson, who, like we mentioned before, Clemson came into that game on a hot streak, scoring like crazy, and Louisville just beat them, knocked them out. And on the back of that, they were rising up in the rankings, and eventually they reached as high as 15 this year, before they lost to Notre Dame.
Yeah, they seemed like they were on the cusp of really breaking through to be a contender. They were always that team, like, watch out for Louisville, watch out for Louisville. They're going to sneak up on you.
Yeah. And then, they had a, 6th or 7th year starting quarterback and Tyler Shaw, who was really, really good. They had an awesome freshman running back, Isaac Brown, and a star wide receiver in Ja'Cory Brooks. They were really, really a good offensive football team. And despite the 4 losses on the season, one was bad. They lost to Stanford, but their other 3 losses were to Notre Dame, SMU, and Miami. Those 4 losses on the season were by a combined 24 points.
Yeah, losing 4 games by 24 points, that's pretty solid. Especially given the teams that they lost to there, one being played in the national championship.
They were good down the stretch. They won 5 of their last 6 games. And it wasn't really quite a feat to beat Kentucky, but this was their first time that they'd beat their in-state rival Kentucky since 2017.
Really?
So, yeah, Kentucky had owned them lately. And so that was a little bit good for them.
This was the year to do it.
Yeah, it was. They beat Kentucky. And then, like I said, then they went out and they won their bowl game. They beat Washington, who, as we all know, was in the national championship game last year. So closing out on a bright spot, pretty good year, essentially the same record as the year before. And for all their losses being so close, I gave them a B+.
So generous today. Well, I did not. So since, they did have 4 losses and one of them being to a really bad Stanford team, and just for the sheer fact that they just couldn't get over that hump to take over the ACC, because it was theirs for the taking. Like, they could have ran and gotten it, but they didn't. So I ended up giving them a B. And as far as their grade for their record, they had a winning season and they were bowl eligible. So that gets them a B-.
So in 2024, the Nitro Show final grade for the Louisville Cardinal is a B.